bear me, please.
there any dry towels back there?
All righty, guys, we're going to start this show here in just a minute. We are coming to you live from El Campo for the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation's Big Bash, the end of the Texas six-pack. But give us a minute, and Ty is going to play that 3-minute timer because I cannot. Ty, play the 3-minute timer. need to go.
Somebody go buy corn
I'll go
dogs.
buy another fucking corn dog.
I'm Josh Hale, the corn dog. Hi, Josh Hale. On the
Hey, this is Josh Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
Hello, I'm Joey Smith with Texas Chrome Barbecue. Here watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Did I say that right?
What's going on, everybody? This is Matt with Got Your Six Culture, and you're tuned into the So Smoking Gooder Show. So like, subscribe, and tune in every week to see what that barbecue scene is all about.
There it is. All right, Ty. We're gonna lean on Ty quite a bit tonight. What is up, Gooder Gang, and welcome to the So Smoking Gooder Show. We are on location here at the beautiful Los Lagoon here in Campo, Texas. We're tuned in for a great show tonight, but more importantly, we're gonna have a great weekend this weekend supporting the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. I'm here with my good buddy Joey Smith from Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. And we're going to bring you a good show tonight. We're going to be talking about everything that's going on this weekend. If you haven't already signed up, I'm sorry. Probably a little too late. This thing is packed. As you can see, we got the pool behind us. It's a Wednesday night. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. I'm your show host, Rob Rocha. I appreciate that. And I got a special co-host, Joey Smith. There's no sound yet. It went off. We're good. I'm teaching Joey the ropes right here.
Yes.
Hey, but thank you guys for showing up tonight. We're gonna have a great show tonight. We're gonna be talking all things Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. We do have a great guest tonight as well, Justin West from Hat Creek Q coming in. He's gonna be talking about all things that he's got going on right now, including an event coming up in Decatur here in September, I believe. But we'll learn all about that here in just a minute. But welcome to the show, everybody. This is where the time that we give shout outs to our people that are watching the show. How about this guy first in? Daddy Dutch, as always. Carlos Calzada. Yes. What is happening? Chuck and Vanessa Alexinas. Bradley Coulter from Smoking Magic. They had a great weekend over in the KCBS World Invitational. Chris Goodman. I got to meet Chris in Midland. Larry Vaughn checking in. What's up, Larry? How are you? Christian Contreras. I hope you're doing well, my man. We got Chuck and Vanessa again. Serge, what is up, Serge? I got a hat for you. It's coming. Check out these hats, everybody. Shout out. We'll give some special. Where? There it is. It started. We're on location. We're not in our home. Madwood checking in. What's up, Madwood? How are you? We got Aaron Cruz. Yo, what is up, Jason Sagmiller? Woo is checking in.
Yes.
Taz checking in from Twitch. Thank you very much. Who else we got over here? Stephen Peacock. Thank you very much. Sean L. This is a new name. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. We love seeing new names over here. Johnny Maggs checking in from Boston. How are you? Barefoot Cookers. Jared McCrory. We've got Timmy Esch. What is up, Tim? Tim had a great they did a American Royal deal. Mike Sistrup is live. Sun's out, guns out. Thanks, Case On. I appreciate you. Who else is here? Chris Goodman again. Adam Martinez, hashtag get up Chucky. Woo! Tim Kirkendall, got to hang out with Tim again in Midland. Thank you very much. Alice Castro from Houston Barbecue and Brandon Flores. I think Brandon's going to be out here at the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Buddy, you got a full house this week.
We got a full house. This place is packed.
Can everybody hear us fine? I don't know. Joey, I think it's on. I think Joey's all good.
Can't hear, but I'm hearing him, so
you're good. You're good. Whenever we get Justin in, you'll hear Justin here in a minute. But hey, right now, talk about what's going on this weekend, man. I'm excited about this weekend. This is the ultimate
final finale of the chase. Hard work, crazy, going on to get that done, and trying to get the cookers to want to have some blessing of just something of cool series. I mean, what do you think? I mean, look at the run of what people's done, and it's coming up now, and
Well, this is year 2. We've had a record number of contestants going at it this year. Obviously, we had, 6 last year?
Yes.
We have 9 events this year. They were spread out all throughout the year, all across Texas. This is fun, man. I remember the Western Wood Series that they did a few years back, and for you guys to bring that back to barbecue was awesome. It was great to see. It was a good time, and I'm excited what happened.
I am too, because look at the cookers that entered this, and then the ones that waited at the end to come do the strong part of it. Because you look at what we have, we got our new guys coming in. You had some of our history guys that started the series from the beginning, and you're seeing that. And those guys taking the classes and playing with LC and Bill Purvis, and those guys are able to come in and they do a showing. I mean, you know it. You're one of them.
Yes, I am. We'll talk all about Texas Chrome. We got the owner here from Lost Lagoon.
Yes, we're going to slink him in on the background. We're in his water right here.
And we'll talk. I can't touch the water. I already screwed up doing that. It messed me up. But we're going to lean on my producer, Ty, here for that. Hey, but I got to give a shout out. Thank you guys for supporting us. We have a lot of sponsors that support the show. And I appreciate each and every one. And like this guy right here, Joey Smith from Texas Chrome Heroes, supports our show. And I'm not going to pull everything up, but Ty is going to post them up periodically like he is right now with Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. I saw some others already. But thank you, everybody that supports the show. Sorry, we have been on a little hiatus. We took 2 weeks off. Last week we traveled to Midland. And prior to that, or prior to the week before that, I had done a year and a half every week of a show, and that's a big deal, you know, for somebody to do something like that each and every week. I'm not patting myself on the back, but I am saying that it's difficult to do that. So I took 2 weeks off, and much needed, because one was a travel day, the other day was needed pretty much family day to do that, but. One of the reasons I took off last week was not the travel. I do want to just put a little solemn thing, but before we get any further, I want to give notice to one of our own that lost his life this past week or last week. Roger Christ from Don't Have a Clue Barbecue is a good friend of mine. He had a tragic accident on Tuesday of last week. His funeral will be Friday of this week. But Roger was a great cook. He competed at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo for a number of years, walked the stage multiple times, competed in and around Texas, in and around Houston area. That's how I got to meet Roger and his lovely wife, Susie, and their beautiful children. Roger tragically lost his life last week on Tuesday.
Yes.
He leaves behind a beautiful wife and 2 young children. His funeral is going to be this Friday, and if they have a GoFundMe for their kids and his wife. He was a breadwinner. Please
donate and help them, and our prayers out to the family.
Yes, he was an owner of a company, and sometimes like that, the insurance isn't there.
No,
so
that's not.
So if you can, I'll get the information to Ty, and we'll post that on our page so that you can support that family, because
and y'all see that post with Texas Chrome Heroes, because that's our brother in barbecue. So
absolutely, we'll do the same for each and every one of you guys. But man, sad time with Roger. But Roger was a great guy, great cook, and we're gonna miss him dearly. And if you can support the family, please do so. We'd much appreciated. All right, that was a tough one, man. I love that guy.
Yes.
He sent me. This is one of them guys, you and I talk, periodically throughout the week, but this is the guy that would send me TikToks and just crazy fun videos, and we communicated. We hung out all the time, and I'm going to miss Roger, man.
Yeah, so, we are going to miss him dearly.
If you can support the family, please do, on behalf of the So Smoke Bitter Show, and just on yourself, man, please do.
Yes, please.
All right. Okay, there we go. Let's get our guest of the evening in. I don't know if his mic's going to work, but I think it's going to work. If Ty can bring in Mr. Justin West. Justin, are you there?
What's up, fellas?
Oh,
loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes,
loud and clear, buddy. You can hear him?
Oh, yeah. Joey's like a kid hearing for the first time.
Yes, I am. You know that.
Well, I got to say, I'm real proud of myself because I got these little mics here. We don't have the big mics. We got these little mics. How do we sound?
We're kind of winging. How are we sounding in this pool?
Sounds good to me. Rob's is a little in and out, but Joey's is great.
I'm a little in and out.
I'm great.
There it was.
Yeah, there you go.
I need to kick Joey.
You're going to take my mic away and kick me in the pool.
Yeah, I got it.
That pool looks really good.
Man, it feels great.
It feels great, man. You should be here. I wish you were here.
Yes, wish you were here.
Man, I'm traveled out, fellas. Holy crap, I've traveled a lot this summer. So,
man, you've been.
Yeah, we just got back from Key West with Cosmo, and this is the first weekend I've had at home, I think, since February. So
what's going
I'm not going anywhere.
Justin,
I'm not going nowhere.
I know you've been on the show. We talked to you right after the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Cook-Off. Talk about what's been going on with you and what's up new with your team. And introduce yourself to those who maybe not caught it last time.
Yep. I'm Justin West with Hat Creek Q out of Decatur, Texas. Not much been going on. Just traveling a lot, cooking a lot. Went and did a KCBS event up in Oregon. Came back and went and did the rub and tug with Cosmo down in Key West last week.
That was cool.
It was really cool. Spent 7 days down there. W Sauce put that on. It was a gag, man. It was, we went fishing, and then we went lobster diving, and then we did a People's Choice barbecue for National Pediatric Cancer Foundation fundraiser.
Wow.
So just an awesome deal, man. It was we won the fishing, so our boat captain was named the masturbator. And then and then we won picanha. We won one of the 4 meats. So it was a good thing. They took all of it and combined it, and it was a really cool deal. So man, just honored to get to go with Cosmo on that deal for sure.
So you went to Oregon. Talk about that one real quick. What brought you there? Because that was really awesome. And I hated your post about, hey, it's 58 degrees in the morning out here, and we're sitting at 89 degrees at 7 a.m.
Right. So a friend of mine, Chris Hollis from Booty's Barbecue, met him a couple years ago. Went up there last year, and it's one of those deals. We go up there and experience that weather and 4th of July weekend. Awesome cook-off put on by Will Garrett with the Icebox Performance. They build radiators at this place, and they have it's an old logging operation. So there's a logging pond right outside, and they put all the teams around the logging pond, have a hell of a fireworks show. It's a SCA cook-off one day, a People's Choice deal, and then a KCBS event. I think they paid out a little over $50,000 for the whole weekend.
Holy cow!
So, did you do all of them?
Yeah. No, I did not do the SCA. We went and did some exploring. They do things a little different up in the Pacific Northwest, and the way they don't have as many comps, so they do a vending on Saturday. It's essentially it's a People's Choice, but you actually sell, and then the promoter gets a cut of it, usually like 80%. So that's the way they raise funds for the charities that they're working for, and also to raise the payouts and cook-offs. So and then in that you make the money, and there's People's Choice, and they count the money, and then they pay out. So it's kind of like a mini contest, but really it's a war of attrition. It's the guy who can start selling first and sell the longest really has an advantage. So we gave it a good 8 or 9 hours before we tapped out and started working on our comp meets for the next day. And I think we were 7th overall. So I think it still paid like $300 or $400. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a gag, man. It's just a way to get the community involved.
Dude, it was awesome.
It is. And Justin, man, you've been so involved with Cosmos and doing the community cooking stuff of good competitions. That's out of bounds. It's awesome.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Same for y'all, man. It sucks. I don't go south very often. I see all y'all's cooks. I'm like, I've got to go south one of these days.
Well, no excuse. You've been to Oregon and Florida.
Yeah, right.
Well, we're changing our venue next year. We're coming north too, so because I miss you guys, so I'm coming.
Come on, yeah, we miss you up here, man. Joey, I missed that head first slide at Cops for Kids, man.
Yes,
that was awesome. That was awesome.
I broke my teeth out on that competition.
Before we get into the debate kickoff, Justin, I want to ask you, man, that Florida thing looked pretty awesome. You guys were cooking in the ocean. Talk about that, man. How'd you get hooked up with that? Obviously Cosmos, but talk about that because that was I was
Yeah,
jealous,
Lambert
bro.
was there too, man. It was cool.
Yeah,
buddy
Lambo was there.
Jody
Yeah.
from Rec Tech was there. Meet Dave.
So they
How do we
so
get
W
invited?
Sauce. Yeah, no shit, right? Those are going to be hard to get out, I think.
We can cook in the water too. Look
Yeah.
at us right here.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is what we
turn
had to
around,
put
throw an egg
together
in that
because we
sucker.
got jealous.
Yeah. so from what I understand, I hope I'm not misquoting anything. Bear and Burton's W Sauce, they put this thing on. And I believe Matt Pittman had something to do with coming up with like the whole concept of a fishing tournament, lobster tournament, and barbecues. And so the first day we fished a full day, and then everybody got together at the pool that night. The next day we went lobster diving. It was the opening day of lobster season in Florida, so we went lobster diving for half a day, and then everybody was meeting out on one of the sandbars. I think it was called Marvin Key. It's about 10 miles off the coast of Key West there. So there's like a strand of keys out there that you can walk to. So it's very shallow when the tide's low, and then the tide comes in. So we went out there to the sandbar. Jealous Devil, Big Green Egg. They had, if you can name it, they had a sponsorship for it. So they took four. They took four the pontoon boats, double decker pontoon boats, and carried all the stuff out there. Canopies, Big Green Egg for every team, and then every team got to go with their lobsters and cook the lobsters. And they also had RC Ranch had a bunch of big tomahawk ribeyes and shrimp, fresh caught shrimp. So we man, it was just a party. We got together, and once the locals found it, man, it blew up. That thing was packed by the time we were done. It was just walking around sharing food, no competition, just having a good time. And then the tide started coming in. We started out, just on dry sand, and by the time we were done, we were knee deep in the Gulf of Mexico cooking.
Oh, y'all didn't set up out there. That's pretty awesome.
Where
does that rank on some of your barbecues?
Yeah, does this rank?
Man,
what you've done cooking and grilling in any part of the world?
I mean, dude, it's Key West for one. But let me tell y'all, man, that day we cooked Monday, we actually did the barbecue part of it. It was 89 degrees, but with the heat index, it was 114 because of the humidity.
Yes.
And it was hands down the worst condition. I mean, it's hard to say you were in bad conditions when you're sitting on the freaking ocean. But man, I mean, this fat boy was struggling. So it was very hot.
Wow.
Oh man, it's just there's no wind, there's no breeze. Like in Texas, it's hot, but you can get in the shade and get a fan on you, get a breeze, it's tolerable. Down there, you can wear that air, man. So
yeah,
but I mean, it's dude, and who's gonna gripe about it, dude? You're down there drinking beer and cooking in the ocean, so
yes,
yeah.
It'll be 150. You're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's about 9,000 people that would gladly take your spot. So, but they, more importantly with all that, so. When they organized that, they were trying to get as much social media backing as they could. So like, Still Cracker was there.
What's up, Louie?
Matt Pittman, Heath Riles. Everybody that's got a big following. Max the Meat Guy, Meat Dave. There was a bunch of them, and they Dark Side of the Grill. They said that I think there was 20 million followers between the 18 teams.
I believe that. I believe that. You had some people out
there. Yeah, it was, man, just everybody was just so nice. The hospitality was second to none. We were at the Ocean's Edge Resort. It was just absolutely beautiful.
Dude, we could have added our 1,800.
Yes.
Between the two of us.
Yes.
Right.
May take us to get there.
I've been with Cosmo since 2016, man. I don't know why I got so lucky and blessed to do it, but I'm glad he invited me. So.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, you're one of. Hey, I'm part of Team Cosmo too, and I love seeing all the success.
Yeah.
And everything you've done.
We love following you, man. It's cool what you get to do.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that, guys. I told my wife at the start of the year that I didn't really want to do a lot of the small competitions, just in like a parking lot somewhere, the 25 team ones. But this is my 10th year doing it, and I wanted to go travel and see some stuff and go to the big the big comps, the big paying comps, and then go to the stuff that like has festivals attached to it. And so I've done it, and it's been a blast, but I'm traveled out. I've still got 2 more trips to go. I've got Pennsylvania in a couple of weeks, and then obviously the Royal, and then that's going to be it for me this year. And then I think I'm going to go back to the local stuff next year and just kind of hang loose, close to home.
it's fun to spread the wings, man, and see what you do.
It is. We're getting in the OG's face, Justin. You know, you and I are coming up in that damn perspective as well, going up there.
I know, man.
Long as we've been doing it.
I know. I looked around. I told the story the other day. I looked around, like to see who all these cooks were. I'm like, who's the old guys here? I'm like, shit, it's me. So,
yes.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Michelle again. W Sauce and Icy Tech is sponsoring our women only rib comp this Saturday. That's pretty cool.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Michelle, how many teams you got out there? But she's doing a total
women comp.
Women competition. Icy Tech's a big sponsor. W Sauce is going to be doing out there. So I told her, I said, I want to check in. I want to hear a report from this. And we'll get Michelle on here to talk about that.
Yes,
Michelle,
for sure.
Not only is she putting this women's only rib competition,
that's going to be a spotlight there. Is there anybody can enter? We need to know a little bit about this. There'll be some women out here that want to get.
Don't go
come on, I got my wig back here. I can come sneak in there.
But
shave them legs, boys.
18 females. Not only is she putting this together, Michelle, for those that don't know, she is the head judge, the head one in charge over at the Memphis in May Barbecue Championship. So she's a big part of barbecue. I'm excited to see what she has cooking for this all women's rib cook. Next year we will expand. All right, very nice. I'm excited to hear about that, Michelle. But you got a big contest you got coming up, Justin. Let's talk about what's going on with the Outlaw Barbecue Association. If you want to talk about Outlaw as well, do that as well, because we are Texas barbecue platform.
We're coming to play some Outlaws next year.
There it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's obviously Outlaws is really gaining traction. We just took on some really big cooks. We got German Fest in Munster next year. That's a very big cook. It's gonna be some other cool stuff. But as far as my comp goes, man, me and Benny Koger and I, we ran Alvord for the last 4 or 5 years, and we just outgrew that park. We had 55 teams in that park last year. And I'm just glad that it was a small town with no fire marshal, or we'd have been shut down because you couldn't hardly move in it. So being from Decatur, I live, Alvord's 12 miles north of me. Being from Decatur, I wanted to move it back to Decatur for a couple of reasons. Obviously, I'm from here, and I know a lot of the businesses. I knew I would get good support down here. And then obviously, the Ader from Decatur cook-off was near and dear to my heart. And Bob and Randy, friends of mine, used to do that. And they shut it down when the PBR and all that went away. And I've kind of been itching, kind of been waiting for them. We kind of heard rumors that they were going to do it again. And then they finally told me, no, we're not going to do it again. So I said, well, do you mind if I take over? And they said, yeah, absolutely. So we moved it. We're at the same spot as it was at the Ader for Decatur, the reunion grounds. The charity is actually going to benefit the reunion grounds. They're trying to remodel the pavilion, big pavilion. It's been there since like 1858, and it needs it. So they don't do a whole lot of fundraisers. So we're going to step up and raise some funds for them and do this cook-off. And man, I've been working hard on this. I've been blowing it up, and my hat is off to all the promoters out there, because it is so much easier to pay your money and show up and cook.
Yeah. So, tell us the date and when this is going to happen.
So it's going to go down on September 8th and 9th. It's the same weekend as the Danny Dietz Memorial, which that's a tough one to go up against, especially for the cause that it's going for and the money. But the way I look at it is, if Danny Dietz is full, then, man, we're going to have, a really good payout up here. And if there's any teams from the South that are looking for a place to cook that's going to be fun, we got all kinds of stuff going on, and we're going to have a great payout. Right now I have about 66 verbal commitments of teams coming. And then I have about 10 or 12 people that have called me and said, I don't have Facebook, but I'm coming. So I really feel like we're going to be the 75 plus team range easily. And if we stay on that track, we will pay out, anywhere from $16,000 to $19,000.
That's going to be awesome.
That is awesome. And
so
you guys
with a $200 entry fee.
And if you guys are, a lot of Texas North teams over there, we go to Decatur, because I know that Danny Dietz Memorial Classic is close to being full, so that's a good thing for you right now.
Yes.
They're pretty much full at the moment.
Yeah,
they have room for a few more teams, but you guys are looking for a place to cook that weekend. it's a big weekend, man. September,
Oh yes,
you know what it means.
It's
to
getting
America
to where
right
it's
now.
getting cooled off, and
Yep.
people's going to want to travel some
Hopefully,
more now.
my
Yeah, hopefully we
goodness.
get.
Yeah, right.
Feels good right now.
We, you know, we've got a lot going on. I've really catered to the cooks on this. Being a cook, I kind of got a leg up on most promoters. But we've got a fish fry that's going to be free to the cooks on Friday night. I may or may not have kegs of beer that I'm not advertising. You get my drift.
That's
All free for the cooks.
That's a probably.
I'm trying to keep all the Wise County residents out of here. Saturday morning, we're going to do the Roger Ballinger breakfast. That's going to be free, but we're obviously going to be taking up donations for a charity on that. Pearl Snaps, John McCage has agreed to cook that like he always does. Then we're going to have Hasty Bakes coming down with their big trailer, and they're going to sling chili dogs for all the cooks on Saturday when everybody's done eating barbecue. We've got a cornhole tournament that's going to help us with our judging. And then for the cooks this year, we're going to do a raffle at no cost to the cooks. When you sign up to enter, you're going to be in the drawing for a short rib drum smoker and a Cannon Pits fire pit, like a collapsible fire pit.
Wow.
And we're going to have belt buckles. And that's, like I said, that draw right there is going to be, we're going to give those away before we ever start awards. So someone's going to win a drum and a fire pit before we call 10th place chicken. We've got, it's $200 entry fee, $20 beans. I've added $250 to the winner of beans. Like I said, I think we're going to be in the range of 18. I really hope we can hit 20,000. I'm going to try my butt off to get $20,000 payout.
I believe in you, West, man. You got it going
man, right
on
now, I think we're at 17, 18,000 right now. So a little bit, we got a couple weeks. We've got belt buckles for Grand and Reserve. I've got big checks, the big giant checks for first place in all categories. I've got trophies from 1st to 5th. So we got a lot going on.
Man, you got a lot going on, and that's a big deal. I know you being behind this thing, you are, like you mentioned, you're a cook. You're looking out for the cook. So if you're looking for a place to cook right now, and you can't get into the Danny
they got the money, they got the hardware. They're going to come.
Yeah, for sure. Belt buckles are beautiful.
Yes,
well, for somebody that's never cooked an outlaw event, talk about what the difference is. We're all familiar with IBCA. You know, a lot of us started in that world. Some of us doing CBA right now, but talk about what they can expect for being a new cook that maybe hasn't cooked in an outlaw barbecue association.
About the consistency, how they do their judging. I like it. It's pretty cool when you invest.
One?
Yes. No, I haven't done one yet, but I've done the numbers, and
I'd like to know kind of what to
I'm
expect.
eager. Our next year, we're coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So outlaw essentially. I mean, I don't think I'm stepping on anybody's toes here by saying that outlaw kind of spun off of it's a spin off of IBCA. So it's the half chickens, it's the ribs, and it's the brisket. The only really difference is the scoring. We do our turn-ins at 1, 2, and 3. They're an hour apart, and they're always 1, 2, and 3 until we get up to 76 teams.
I like sleep. I like sleep.
At the point we go to 76 teams. Right, yeah. At the point we go to 76 teams, we'll fall back to what everybody's probably used to with the 12, 130, and 3. And then the biggest difference is the points. It's not an accumulative scoring. It's like the old school IBCA used to be, where we're going to take 15 to final table, no matter what size the cook-off is, more than likely, unless we get over 100 teams, I believe. And then we're gonna call all 15, but we're only going to award points from 12th to 1st. So 12th is worth 1 point, 1st is worth 12. And then the big difference is we give bonus points for the more calls. So we try to reward the more consistent cook. So if you get one call, your call is worth that amount of points. If you get a second call, it's worth that amount of points plus an additional 3 points to your overall score. And if you get the third call, that you get an additional 3 for a grand total of 6 total bonus points. And we have seen that you can come to an outlaw event, like a 30-team event, and you can cook a 10th place, a 9th place, and a 1st place and GC it. You know, instead of a guy getting a 1st place brisket and being so brisket heavy, you know, we want to reward the guy who get the 11th place chicken, you know. So you know, so it's just a little different, you know, but it's still the same judging.
We've all been to contests where the 1st place brisket is
one, and then someone's got 2 or 3 calls on the lower end and can't compete with it.
Yeah,
this way they can.
That's good. That's good.
when we were putting together the scoring, I had a good example because it happened to me and Wes. There was 60-something teams. Me and another guy were the only guys there that got 3 calls. He had 2 high calls and a medium call. I had 2 8s and a 9th out of 60-something teams, and I didn't even score enough to get in the top 10 overall, even though I had 3 calls. So if I would have had those 6 bonus points, it's not necessarily enough to win the cook-off, but it's enough to recognize you for your overall achievement and get you in the top 10 overall.
Correct.
So beautiful. Well, it sounds like you still have room for teams, obviously, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're, like I said, I think we're around 80. I can host 300 guys. I got a giant park. We've got shade trees. We got a giant pavilion for awards. Everything will be in the shade. After probably 2 o'clock, everything in that park's in the shade. So,
what's the temp in North Texas average? And
hotter than shit.
It's called 80.
Yeah, 105, 108. But we got a little break the last couple of days. I think it was 95, and my wife and I walked outside and said, "Man, this actually feels good." So,
Louis,
I look.
This is the Outlaw Barbecue Association Decatur cook-off. Here it is, right there.
So I looked at the 30-day forecast. Of course, that could go a million different ways, but they're calling for low to mid 90s.
Do you want to host the next woman only?
Oh, wow. Holy cow. You can call that out.
Hey, dude, I will do it because let me tell you. So if y'all haven't been following us on Facebook, last year at the Outboard Cook, my wife and Erica Dotson teamed up against James Dotson and Bobby Oliver. And, man, they went back and forth for 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the cook-off happened. And when it was all said and done, dude, my wife and Erica beat James and Bobby by 1 point overall. And man, they've been talking so much smack, and then they came up with the Queens of Q as their team name, and they brought in another cook, so they're all gonna Brittany McKinnon with Sharkbite Barbecue. So we got 3 female pitmasters on one team going up against all the men, and I tell you what, these chicks can cook, dude. So I'm going to die if they beat them again. So there's already been videos made. James did like a full-on WWE wrestling promo video, so I'm posting those on my page if y'all want to watch them. So it's going to get good as we get closer to it. So
awesome!
Sure,
all right,
could possibly do both with all he can handle right there.
All right, Justin. Before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to, or anything else you want to add before we get you out of there? And a head cook, cook at age 14. There you go, Chuck.
Yep, yeah. Carly's going to cook. Yeah, that's another. I should have said that about Outlaw. We're trying to expand and grow barbecue, and so we do allow 2 teams on 1 pit if you need be. So if you got a neighbor who wants to do it and maybe don't have the money to go buy the pits or don't want to spend the money, hey, come out and try it. We can share pits and we'll go. And then they do let the 14-year-old kids cook as long as they got adult supervision with them. And we're trying to cater to those high school teams because high school barbecue is getting so dang big up here. We're really everywhere. So we're just trying to think of ways to grow the sport,
Well, getting Carly in there, you get ready because she can pretty much man a pit by herself right now because she's
guaranteed. Yeah. I already posted that. I said, y'all got to watch them. This little girl can cook. So. Well, awesome. No, I'm good, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for the time on your show. I kind of missed the show last week. I ain't gonna lie to you. Raul told me I was like, it's Wednesday. I got something to do, but there was no show. So
I love it. I love hearing that, and I try, man. But it's hard to do every week. But I've been doing it, like I said, for a year and a half, and I took 2 weeks off, and much needed. But we're back. We're back doing it.
I feel you, man. Good call.
He had to take off on the show to take another barbecue class to get brought up to the par. So
I didn't take another. No classes taken. Hey, but I appreciate. Hey, comments like that make me feel good. Make me want to continue doing this thing, man. And,
that's awesome, man. Thank y'all so much. And hey, I know Case is down on us Outlaw guys. I've heard him, but maybe we'll convert him one of these days.
Shoot, Chad, we're going to run them all next year. So for us, for the foundation, we're going to play with it a little bit of all of it. So,
hey, appreciate you, Justin. And
hey, good luck this weekend, everybody that's cooking down there, man.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Proud to be a teammate of you on Team Cosmo, bro. That's good.
Yeah, same with you, brother.
Next time, I want to go to the damn Florida, though.
I'll put in a word.
Put in a word. I'll have to call Matt.
All right, brother.
There
Thank
you
you
go,
very
call
much. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thanks, y'all, man. Peace out.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Later, bro. All right, there he was, Justin
Man,
West.
What a cool
Team Cosmo.
Mo, freaking that Florida trip was amazing.
Man, that was pretty cool.
That looked so awesome.
I thought they actually set up in the water, but he said no, they set up and then the tide.
Well, they set up the tide comes in. I mean, come on, ask the captain.
You know what? You're right, Captain.
We know what tides do.
Hey, talk about that. You are now an official captain.
Yes,
you have
sir.
a title, Captain Joey Smith.
Yes, and it's been a hard road, but it's been awesome.
How does that happen? I mean, obviously it's a prestigious thing because not everybody can say.
Well, when you move to the coast and stuff, there's not many jobs down there to do. And we don't have a lot of competitions, but which we enjoyed what we're doing to bring in the cooking down there, dealing with veterans. And then I wanted to be a captain and work.
So before we get to how that ties into everything that you're doing right now, talk about, that's a big deal, man, being a captain. How hard was that?
It was very hard. I mean, you can actually do this online, and it's a big process, but I wanted to learn how to charter courses, learn everything, safety, the whole 9 yards, and be on board and work with the Coast Guard. And because from my previous job, I worked with DPS, record service and stuff that I've done, and we were first responders as well. So I took that going forward to take veterans down there to go cook, fishing, the whole 9 yards. Well, I wanted to do it hands-on, and it was a chore. I had a lot of kids that helped me in my class because I'm old, and I'm going, holy cow, man. I mean, mathematical stuff and doing charts and using the compass rose to do your charting by hand. Anybody can buy a GPS and put it in their boat and learn where to go, but that thing can go out anytime. We have charts on the boat now that we can actually chart our way back home off 150 miles offshore and get home. And that's what I wanted to learn to do from scratch. And it was a blessing.
So you're now captain, which is amazing. That's pretty big. That's a big accomplishment.
Yes,
and I don't want to shortchange that. Congratulations. That's
thank
awesome. But now that ties into everything you're doing with Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation.
Yes, sir.
Talk about how that is playing a part in what you're doing with the organization right now.
So what we've learned of doing this 3 years of cooking and bringing them into competitions, we have some
3 years in already.
We're 3 years.
Wow.
3 years already in
Nice.
of running the foundation. And we have some of these guys and families that we want to have the family involved, just like the cook-offs. And coming to competition, some of them can't make that perfect date. So to us going, okay, let's make the date for you. Let's bring you down here to do some grilling and run on an airboat, and we'll go on the beach and do some grilling, and y'all can hang out and fish, because some of them don't want to be in this big atmosphere, because some of these cook-offs we go to, you got to think, look what we travel in. I mean, look where we're at now.
Joey
and
looks
we got some
waterlogged.
cool.
Huh? So Joey looks waterlogged.
Yeah, we've been in it for about 4 hours, Lee. Maybe more than that. And we're going to be perfectly waterlogged.
Feet are wrinkled for sure.
We can't even touch the computer right now.
Yeah, feet are wrinkled for sure.
But to go forward with this, we don't want to leave any of them out. And to make it simple, it's simple down there. We don't have a stoplight. It's a really great atmosphere. We got a beach that we deal with in Port O'Connor, Texas right now. It's got an amazing beach where a World War II base was at. It's still standing. The airstrip's there. We take them out there on golf carts and Polarises and go right around the beach and grilling and have some peaceful time, ride around on an airboat, enjoy some time, take them fishing. We got little docks we can go have some lunch at, and we do lunch on the beach and put some grills.
That's awesome, dude.
Our Rectex has been awesome. We have a little damn 1,000-watt generator. We plug it in, and on the beach, we take them out there and grill with it. So this is the new part that's coming in for you guys that are out there that are missing out of, scared about coming to the competition. We're going to build you up to that, but also we have a relaxing time for you to go enjoy your time and cook with us in the foundation. So please sign up, come aboard, because we're not going to leave you out. We're here for you. I mean, we got.
So how many seafood dishes have you learned since you started doing
it's been awesome. I got shrimp down. We're doing scallops, and right now, I tell you what's amazing. Y'all saw a lot of pictures of our bonnethead sharks. The bonnethead sharks that we've been catching. A lot of them going, that's a shark. It's the most amazing fish that's to eat right now that we have in the bay right now. They're going to leave us here in about the next month. But I will compare that to flounder. It'll blow a redfish away.
So typically, you go in your local HEB, you see tilapia, you see salmon.
They said that you're not going to get any of that in an HEB.
I don't see snapper. Snapper's not an HEB.
No.
It seems like it's a pretty common fish for Texas. For the Gulf.
It is for the Gulf.
Yeah.
And what's wild about that, because the harvest for that is cut down now, so it's not going to be in the public eye. So you'll have to come catch it to go with a guide or something to have that flavor of that fish that you want to try to eat. And that fish is amazing, but because right now we only get 2 of those per person, so we try to load a boat up to go take everybody out to get a harvest for that to enjoy.
Well, for something like we have a lot of ancillaries in Texas, right? You have chef choice.
Yes.
I think you should maybe put that into some of your deals, or hey, I can teach you how to cook some of this seafood, because seafood works. If I'm a judge and you get food and you get a little seafood dish,
it's
all over it. Hope it tastes good.
For sure.
But I'm sure you can help us to make sure that tastes good, for sure. All right, well, let's talk about this. So we're full this weekend.
We're full. It's done. We had a couple of spots left that we were holding, but it's going to be full. What's wild, I guess, because of the entertainment of Peyton R. Ridge, all those guys coming.
We haven't even talked about that. We're teasing it right now, but we got some big plans, right?
We have some big plans, and what's crazy about it is the waiting list of the RVers that wanted to come here. This place has never been full since COVID.
Wow.
I mean,
how many spaces?
There's 275 spots on this camp.
They're all.
I mean, they had a big old music event this last weekend. They had 70 spots left, but still brought in a lot of good entertainment, people raising money, because what Lost Lagoon's done for us to house us, to discount our stuff, they're a sponsor of ours. And that's why we've done this, because if we did this in a field, we'd have never make it. Right, Rob?
Absolutely not. No. I mean,
come on. Look what you get to offer.
And what happened last year, the word of mouth, everybody wants to be here.
The hardware.
Last year we had, 50 teams?
Yes.
Okay.
We have maxed out this year.
We've done that and then some this year.
Yes.
Just because of the word of mouth, man. It was a good time. Last year, everything that you had, the trophies, plus, just people going there. That was a 16 or a 7. What? How many?
Yeah, we had 6 competitions. Took the best out of 3. We went to 9. Best out of 6 now.
But people just being in awards in the pool, doing there. So the word of mouth got out there, man. And the fact that everyone wants to support the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation just multiplied that. And so if you didn't get in, sorry, but man, if you are coming in this weekend, it's Wednesday. There's only a handful of teams out here. I think I've seen 4.
Yeah, and you can still get in. There's probably a handful of spots left, but
can you?
We got like 3 spots left.
Okay,
we have 3. That's it.
It's Wednesday. You still have time. Get in right now. Call in the morning and say, "Hey, I want to be part of the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation."
Because we're turning those loose tomorrow, because we have 20 people that want to come to experience the event waiting to come in.
I didn't know that. That's great, man. That's great. But yeah, there's a lot of teams on the way. There's teams that are here already.
Yes.
We
got here early.
We did.
To enjoy a little bit of this. Like the next couple of days behind us,
Ty Cobb's in the house.
This will be people. Ty, what are you doing,
hey,
bub?
Rob and Joey, I got a quick impromptu guest for you. Michelle Gwynn signed in.
Awesome.
Oh, did she?
I'm going to bring her on real quick for you.
Let's bring her on. I want to talk to her.
Hey!
What's up, Michelle? How are you?
Hey, you get Brandon too.
What's
There's
up?
Brandon checking
What's
in.
up?
Michelle and Brandon from Ain't It the
How you
Life
doing, Brandon?
Barbecue. Hey, this is great. I didn't know y'all were coming in. But hey, I'm glad you're here.
I didn't either.
Let's talk about before we get to the event, which is really cool. I'm excited about. Talk about Ain't It the Life. Please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from and who are you? Because watching this show. A lot of Texas teams watch this show.
Yeah, and I got ADD, Jeff. I don't remember.
And I'll be honest, I think our fan base is bigger in Texas than it is in Memphis.
I like it. I like it.
I'm loving it. I'll be honest. All right, look, this is Brandon, my husband Brandon. I'm Michelle Gwynn. We are a team Ain't It the Life. We do Kansas City barbecue and Memphis MA and Memphis Barbecue Network style cooking and SCA too. But I'm seriously considering getting into CBA.
Do
anybody
it.
Anybody that wants to teach me any of the other ones, because I like to travel, so we're gonna have fun.
Sounds good. You got about 12 hours to get here.
But I have a really good reason to be there. My oldest son is stationed at
He's in San Antonio.
He's in San Antonio, at Lackland in San Antonio, in the Air Force Base.
You're right down the road.
Yeah, so I need to come see him and see you guys at the same time. And I appreciate you guys for. If I ever need someone to take care of my kid, I know you guys will be there in a heartbeat. So I appreciate that very much. But no, we're committed, and that's our youngest one, Miles, in the background. He is the
What's up, Miles?
Chef in the house. He's on a roll with his kids cooking up here in the Memphis area. So he's been doing very well there.
I remember meeting you guys, Brandon and Michelle, at the shed, and Miles was like, he did not want to do Kids Q. He was shy. He was afraid or whatever it was. And,
it was his first one.
And look at him now, running with it. I like it. What's up, Miles?
Yeah.
How are you, buddy? Welcome to the show. All right, good. You are now a Kids Q comp beast, and I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, rock on, man.
Yeah, he's enjoying it, man. He's looking forward to competing at the Royal this year, so he's ready for the big show, he thinks.
And Brandon was at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo this past year.
Yeah, I came down and hung with Joey there. We had a good time. Yes, sir. Yes, we did, man. It was a blast.
Yeah, part of Operation
Barbecue.
Barbecue Relief.
Barbecue Relief.
Absolutely.
OBR.
All right, so let's talk about this all women's contest. What's going on there?
Fill us in. This is awesome.
All right. So, Brandon, I'll let you start. Well, you can write me out.
So she has all these kind of random.
I would start with women.
Yeah, well, she
let the man talk about it.
Crazy ideas, and all of a sudden one night she decided, hey, let's do a women's only contest in August when there's not much else on the calendar around here. And I said, well, yeah, why not? That gives me a good chance to hang by the pool on a hot day, right? It started out as just kind of like, oh, we'll probably get a few ladies over and have a good time. And as with all good ideas, they tend to blow up, right? So
we thought 5 would show up.
Yeah. And what are we up to now?
We had to stop at 18.
Yeah, we had to stop at 18 because I couldn't fit any more judging tables in my garage. We were kind of capped out at 3 tables. So.
I think it was more the yard too.
I don't know. If I had 18 women around me, I'd probably be freaked out too. I'd probably shut it off about 15.
So our
5 is the limit for me. I'm like, damn, come on.
Well, you got to know how to handle yourself, right?
There you go. There you go. Well, you're a better man than I am.
Yes, we're really looking forward to see how this goes down.
You know how much yard work I got done this week because this contest is happening?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think house gets cleaned and everything.
Yeah, it's just a trick for me to get everything cleaned up around here, really. But
I see you working, Brandon.
That's all good. That's all good. So no, man, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna do it. MBN's gonna come and help rep it this time, just to that way we're not involved with judging, so she can actually cook and
I'm cooking.
See how she fares against the other ones. We got some great pit masters from around our area. We got
and all different sanctioning bodies.
Got a few that cook SCA, got a few that cook KCBS, a few that cook MBN. Nice. We've got some that have never cooked before. They just wanted to come and
give it a shot
and see what happens. So
I love it. Are we doing blind boxing and on site?
No, just blind. We can't scare these poor people this first
we got to break them in easy. We want them to come back and do this again, right? So no, we're just going to do just the blind box. We've got all certified judges from the area coming in, so that
good sponsors donated prize money and prizes, and
we just all come together.
I'll be honest. My favorite thing is the text messages I've been getting from all the different females that have never cooked a rib before. They've been showing me, hey, I've been practicing with my husband. I've been practicing by myself. and they're getting involved and getting together. They're getting involved with each other's hobbies, and it's bringing families together. That's my favorite.
Down here in Texas, we've got a lot of damn ladies that can cook, and they cook well. And
I know they can
all the time. So
I see them when I come to World Food Championships.
I can think of Michelle Martinez, Jackie Milligan. I don't want to leave anybody out. Belle Clark.
The whole team, Chupacabra team, man.
Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Who am I? Patty. She's with Johnny.
With Johnny and Cassie, God dang, she started cooking great, but I fired her and made her to the dishwasher immediately. So
the basis is the rules of the contest is that men are not allowed to help other than taking the stuff off the truck and setting it on the ground. The girls are on their own after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
They can work together. They can work together and help each other, but they're not. No men help allowed. The men are supposed to be in the pool, drinking a beer, having a good time.
Oh wow!
And
you got a video awards.
No. So the whole
they were going to win.
There is going to be
any hair pulling involved.
Yeah. So it's.
Jackie Milligan says, "I love it. She should be there."
Next year, Jackie. Next year. But yeah, so no men are allowed to help. They're going to be in the backyard, hanging out, having a good time, cornholing, like the women do. We really don't do that, but so they're not allowed to help at all. And then we're going to see, do they really pay attention to what their husbands do?
Yep. But yeah.
Or who is the cook?
There's that.
I think it's the opposite because, like, my wife, she's a big part of my team. She does a lot of my injections, brines, and I have no idea what she does. So,
don't say too much. My wife's already chimed in. She's watching over there.
It's the opposite. Do I pay attention to what they do?
We don't.
No, we don't.
We don't pay no attention.
Absolutely.
That was real quick.
I was like, is it ready?
Is it ready?
Jackie, I will so wash your dishes anytime I'm near you.
There it is.
But no, if you guys want to follow along, we're gonna do some Facebook lives from our Ain't It the Life.
VB,
Facebook
what's
page.
up, VB? Yes, I'm excited.
Oh yes, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, no. So there's be some videos, and we will definitely live stream awards from the Ain't It the Life page, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Awesome. Well, we're excited. I want to see photos, and we'll highlight them next week on the show. Producer Ty and I.
When is your event?
It's this weekend.
This weekend. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
Saturday.
It's this Saturday. Yeah.
So Michelle, we've been hearing rumblings. There's some things going on in the Memphis.
Yeah, we need to hear
Memphis and May world. Apparently, the results came back as far as how much money or how much damage the Memphis and May 2023 contest did, and it was pretty absurd the amount of money that they.
I think that was I think that was.
And so they're looking for a new venue. What have you heard, or can you talk about that, Michelle?
They are early in their discussions.
Yeah.
There's some negotiating. I know that they want to keep it in the city limits of Memphis if possible, because it's Memphis and May, not Memphis and Mississippi.
Right.
Just my opinion. That's my opinion, not the opinion of anybody else's. Miles, really?
Yeah.
You're on camera.
Yeah.
Croy.
But they haven't. We don't really know much past what has really been put out in the public. They're still trying to negotiate. I think the city council and the mayor's office may have to get involved some. I don't really know.
But what we have heard is that barbecue is on.
Yeah, barbecue and the race that we do at the end of the month are going to be on for sure. We're going to find somewhere to do it. We did it at Tiger Lane a couple of years ago. I'm sure some of you guys made it up there for that. I know a lot of the teams really enjoyed it because, being on, asphalt, no mud, no nothing to worry about. So in fact, we'll make the best of it as we always do. I don't think this was the result that anybody wanted.
I expected it.
I think we knew once everything got set in motion that this was kind of how this was going to play out. But we're all just hopeful,
I know that the committee with Memphis and May will do everything they can to make this, streamlined and be a premier event that it is, because
it needs to stay. I mean, a lot of world champions coming out of that whole.
100%.
I mean, that's part of the heritage that don't need to die.
No.
Real quick, greetings from St. Croix, the island here, y'all. Barbecue is black. Well, I wouldn't expect it, VB. You need to learn to cook barbecue, VB.
Well, apparently we need to move down there and cook barbecue, Brandon.
No, we need to go and do a little barbecue class for VB.
She said she's got.
That's a man. VB is a boy. I love VB.
VB, we'll send you someone down there.
Let's go.
Memphis and May barbecue is definitely coming back. Where we don't know yet, but they're expected to have that answer in the next maybe 30 to 45 days.
Yeah, we're hoping to hear something. Our volunteer meeting that we have annually is supposed to be in September. They usually kind of announce where the state of things are. But as far as anything else goes, you guys know as much as we do. That it's in the lawyer's hands and not in ours.
Well, it started last year. We all kind of knew that was coming down the pike,
It did look pretty.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think we've all read this writing on the wall. But for the last few years, as we moved out of the park the first time, and as we went back in this year when it wasn't really complete, I think we all knew this was coming. But now it's up to us to make the best of it, and that's one thing that we usually do, especially our volunteers and our team at Memphis in May. We're going to do everything we can to make that event go off and, make it the best show that we can.
I can't wait for the new location. The new location would be great because as long as y'all keep the plants, it's the only cook-off that I know that everybody's got to spend. I mean, just the plants alone probably cost $20,000, $30,000 a piece. Should have just left that for them and said, "Hey, plant these."
I didn't know renting plants from Home Depot was a thing. I'll be honest with you, I did not know that.
Oh yeah, you can rent. That's wild. We looked into it. You can rent. Yes, and take them back.
Game changer.
Yes, you can rent the plants as long as you give them back in good health. They'll take them back.
And it's the only place that you can have 2-story freaking
game changer. I did not know
2-story cook-offs.
That's cool. I love Memphis in May.
It's
actually one of my favorites.
That's my bucket list.
It's up there with
Have you not been
it's
yet?
Up there, man.
Joey, have you not been yet?
Joey's not.
I've never entered. I've been working with Mark. I've been with Boar's Night Out helping them, but we've never.
Oh, so you've been there. Okay.
Oh, yes, I've been there. Yeah. I missed last year.
We'd love to see
I sponsored Mark last year, and I wasn't there for his win.
I was 0.2 of a point from a perfect score in chicken. 20th place. It's crazy.
So if none of you guys see me, it's because I'm locked in the trailer like the princess with the hair.
Yeah. I saw you. I just didn't stop you. You were on a mission.
If I'm in a fast-paced walk, there's a problem.
Yeah,
you were fast-pacing.
But yeah, we'd love to see Texas Chrome in there one time, man. That'd be great, Joey.
Yeah, we
love to. I've been with Scott and Mark, and we're gonna make a plan for that.
Well, hopefully the next venue opens it up for a lot more teams because I know they were limited this year. So
they were limited to what they wanted to do, and
more open, and more teams can get involved.
Yeah. Look, our goal is honestly, and even this year, we struggled to fit as many teams as we could in there. Mm-hmm. We're going to try to get as many as we can in whatever venue that we go to because the more teams we have, the better it is.
Yes.
But I hope it's
our biggest.
Back to what it was before.
Yes, I do. No matter where it moves, I would love for it to be keeping up what it's about and the heritage, because our goal was to come in when Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation comes. Our bucket list is we've never competed in whole hog. Yeah. That's what we want to go do.
Okay,
and,
there you go.
I've been leaning on Alan Smith and Boar's Not Out, and they've taught us a lot. So that's what we're going to do when we get the opportunity.
Hey, well, Brandon, Michelle, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. Anybody shout outs? Any shout outs you want to give out before we let you get out of here?
And I just want to thank all y'all for your things. Once we get to this weekend, follow us on Ain't the Life to watch the video and the Facebook Lives for the women only cook off this weekend. And if it goes over well, we look forward to expanding it to other regions or make it a world championship type level thing. So,
ooh, I love that.
Yes.
I want to grow this thing. This is what I have ambitions for. I want to see people do well. So let's figure out how to make this bigger.
Hey, well, it's noted that you are the originator. So let's grow this thing, and I'll help you do it in any way we can here on the So Smoking Gooder Show.
For sure.
All right, I appreciate you, fellas. And
Thanks, guys.
I'll see you guys next month.
Absolutely. It was good to see you.
Absolutely.
You guys, man. We'll see y'all soon.
We'll see you at the Royal.
See you at the Royal. Oh, that was pretty cool. All women's
yes
national world championship. That I can see that happening.
I can, but boy, I can see them getting feisty too.
I'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that. Brother. All right, so let's talk about what we got going on this weekend. You've got Icy Tech. You've got some big plans coming up. I saw Icy Tech post, hey, this weekend in El Campo is a place to be. We've got lots going on, including a performer coming in this weekend. If you guys have not been checking out with Barbecue Country, that's a really cool show that's going on right now. I don't know that they have done the ending yet.
No,
not yet.
They haven't. So
and it's hosted by Mark Lambert, who's a big supporter of Texas Chrome Heroes.
Correct. Yes, with Mark and Peyton Hallridge is coming, and it's crazy. These guys, no charge. They want to come see what we're all about.
No charge.
No charge.
Even better.
Yes. And these guys are wanting to see what Texas is about barbecuing and CBA and everything that we got going on. So that's pretty amazing about these guys coming from their region of Memphis and May and that stuff, because that's the barbecue they're used to having.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a pretty neat event with Royal Oak. We got Creekstone involved. Yoder Smokers is coming. The list goes on. We can't even remember all these guys.
Don't. Yeah,
we should put the banner. I'm going to lead somebody out.
So you're going to have banners all back here, right? I don't know y'all
everything
can see
in the background.
Everything that's lit right there where my hands are pointing, or it's going to be bannered up.
Yes.
Did it again.
Did it again. Touched the water.
Touched the water.
You touched the water.
Touched the water. Hey, but so we've got a full house this weekend. It's going to be the ultimate contest of 9.
It's our max that we've had in 3 years. Great auction items going on. I mean, Daryl Jordan, I will talk about him with doing the Ret Tech. Ret Tech is amazing grills that we give to our folks. And it is amazing what this unit he just built. And a lot of people don't know, and he's already shared it. I can share it now. He's going through cancer. And he's coming to deliver this thing person with a veteran, bringing it down with him. We're going to present this because it's one of his biggest builds he's ever done. It's the only time he's done it. It's at y'all Ret Tech Academy.
And Ret Tech, seen something similar.
It's the only one. But this here, they put in an Icy Tech cooler with it, the sound system, and it's just amazing what he's done. Double bullseye with all the new electronics, all Wi-Fi.
Producer Ty in the house right there. IcyTech.com.
Yes.
IC-Tech.com.
Yes.
Absolutely. So yeah, we got a full house. We got all that going on this weekend. There's still maybe some time to get in right now. Maybe
someone wants a few spots left. They're going to sell.
Yeah.
I mean, we held them on purpose. We're holding back other people that want to come for the event, which there's plenty of people here for the event.
Sure.
We are holding these 3 spots for the last minute cookers that's going to drive up because you're going to have those.
So when's the party?
Oh, the party's going to be Saturday night.
Saturday night. That's when Peyton
full bore. Yeah, everything's going to happen Saturday night.
All right, Saturday night. What do we got going on tomorrow night, which is Thursday? Anything?
Thursday, they're gonna sneak around and play acoustics, kind of come in easy. Then Friday is going to kind of. Everybody's getting prepped, set up, of course.
Yep.
Everybody's going to be full bore. We're going to do dinner there. We're going to have all that stuff going on. It's going to be amazing.
Beautiful. Well,
Hassel Meat Company, they're doing all the burgers coming in for the cookers that are listening. You got freaking tacos coming, being delivered by Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation.
Wow.
They're going to feed everybody Saturday morning with orange juice and tacos. Just to say thank y'all for supporting the foundation and supporting Lost Lagoon and all of us and these new sponsors we got coming on board. It's amazing.
That's great, man. That is great, and I'm excited to be here. Obviously, I'm a big supporter of what you guys do.
Yes,
and
thank y'all.
Everything behind what you guys do. And sitting here, I got Patty and Johnny here, and you and Cassie, and of course my family is here as well. But I'm excited to be always supporting what you guys do and be a part of this deal. Peyton Aldridge and Glenn Templeton.
Young Templeton.
Glenn Templeton as well.
Yes.
Is going to be in the house. Texas Pepper Jelly is a title sponsor. There it is. You got people looking out for you as well.
Yes. Thank you for my background, guys.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it.
That's why he is in charge of social media, not me.
Absolutely.
Because the list, I mean, if we could throw the banner up that's getting made to see everybody with K&R, all those guys.
Well, Joey, I know I've asked you, and I'm gonna let you think about this for a minute. But last time you were on, we asked that same question, and I'm gonna ask a secondary question. But the barbecue Rushmore. There's 4 people that have inspired you, and it could change. 4 people that have inspired you or helped you out along the way, or maybe helping you on your journey right now as Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. But who you want to put on your 4 people on your Mount Rushmore? And then I'm gonna. I know it's tough, but I'm gonna also ask you, who's your barbecue homie, bro? Like, who's the guy that you most look forward to at a contest? And you're just like, hey, we're hanging out, we're getting stupid, we're having a good time.
Oh, that one I can answer is really silly, stupid.
Don't do that yet.
Don't do it yet.
Don't do that yet. But I just want to give a shout out to Justin West coming in from Hat Creek Q. Checking in and talking about his big event in Decatur. It's going to be the same weekend of the event that I'm going to be at, the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, which is near and dear to my heart. You always know about that.
We can't give that up. And, man, I wish his event went the same weekend. We'd be up there supporting that as well.
Are you going to be at the Danny Dietz?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. I got Mark Lambert flying in with us.
Mark Lambert's flying in. It's KCBS this year.
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
We have to practice. We got to get to the Royal.
It's 3 weeks before the Royal. So shout out to Jen Lee with the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic Foundation, the Navy SEAL, the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic Foundation. We will be there. That's going to be at the Jellystone Park in Waller, Texas. So
beautiful location.
Yes, I think they still have some space. Maybe not.
It's getting close.
Getting close as well. But get your payments in and attend that one, because it's going to be a KCBS a little refresher course or a little introduction to some teams out there that are going to the Royal right there, because Texas is sending a lot of teams to the Royal. It's been happening for the last 2 or 3 years now. So it's good to see teams are not afraid to go up there and compete and do well.
No, and you look at what Texas has done the last 3 years there.
Yes,
and they're like, holy cow, what the heck's happening? Yeah. Because we have Texas teams are birthing out of Texas, competing. Look at Josh got 2 walks last year out of the foundation, coming right into the Royal, learning his stuff differently. He had a base deal, but to get 2 chicken walks in 2 days in his first time at the Royal.
Well, speaking with a lot of KCBS teams, Chris Schaefer is a big part of this show. At the time, before, they weren't too much concerned with Texas because it's not their sandbox. It's not our sandbox.
It's like we're going
in another, realm, and we're trying to compete with what they do each and every week. But now they're like, okay, they're worried. They're not worried. They're probably worried. They're not surprised when Texas teams go up there and do well. And it started with Fred Robles. That's why he's on my Mount Rushmore. Fred Robles went up there and said, all right, I'm a Texas team, and I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to win.
Yes.
And he did it. And so that put us on the map. And I thank Fred for doing that. And now it's not surprising to them right now. We go up there and we do well up there, and we have this big contingency. We make a lot of noise, and we do our thing up there. And it's not surprising to them anymore, to where in the past it was like, all right, well, I'm not concerned with them because they cook half chickens. They do different style of food.
But they adjust.
But now
they can adjust.
Now it's just the blend of regions or styles is not so exact anymore.
Well, I also think too, with Fred coming back down, he knew that we had we have kick-ass cookers down here in Texas.
Absolutely.
And when they developed CBA to broaden that range for them to show their talent, you have to teach these guys about the pork realm and how you're going to learn it, to cook it, put it in a competition atmosphere, to go up there. And that right there was a game changer.
Well, let's bring it back to what Jen's doing. I'm very excited. She brought the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic to a KCBS contest to give cookers like us and other people that maybe haven't had that opportunity to travel up north and experience what that is.
Correct.
She brought it down here, and now we get to cook that. And for some of us that are going to the Royal, it's a good prep. But a lot of us that aren't going to the Royal, it's a good introduction to barbecue, KCBS barbecue.
Just like Cedar Vest. I changed Cedar Vest to KCBS to help these cookers to kind of prep that want to go there, that can't travel out of the state and spend that money. We need some of that stuff here with CBA and KCBS, and get the pork run and all that stuff to have that opportunity to go cook up there.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap this show up, brother.
Yeah, because we want to go jump in the pool.
I think so.
We're the only ones here.
Did they lock it up? Let's get producer Ty back in here before we get out of here.
Thank y'all. It's been an amazing deal.
Ty, get back in here. There he is, my boy. Producer
hey, Ty, I got your hat.
Oh, excellent. Thank
Ty,
you, sir.
I got your hat. And I got your hat.
Hey, I think he got the very first Texas Chrome Heroes hat.
I don't know. I don't know. I did. I don't know if y'all can see this yet, but shout out to Julie and Dustin Stanley. There it is right there. Oh, my God. Look at you. Shout out to Julie and Dustin Stanley with the Deep Brand Promotion.
Yes.
This is a true patch hat. It is a patch hat. It's amazing. What do you think?
Oh, I love it. I think it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Appreciate the hat.
Oh, no. I'll get you one. I got you one. All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. This was a on location. You never know how these shows go.
Yes.
But this has been a good one, man.
And luckily, we didn't flood anything. We got all our stuff coherent still.
And if you're coming here, we're excited to see you. We're excited to welcome you, man. It's going to be a good time.
Yes, it's going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Serge. Serge, I got your hat coming too as well. Shout out to everybody that bought a hat. We've got, I don't know, after this weekend, I think they'll all be spoken for, but we'll get with Justin and Julie and we'll do another round of hats.
We can run a hats of both.
Hats are phenomenal. There it is, Adam Bedford checking in. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you for producer Ty and our guest.
Yes, and I want to thank Jason Sagmiller. We got your drum coming. Thank you so much for producing that for the auction. Man, you're an awesome guy. Thank you very much. I know he was watching the show.
And he's part of the show. Shout out. I saw Brad's watching. Bradley Coulter from Smoking Magic. Yes. They had a great weekend at the KCBS World Invitational. So I love seeing people that support us. I want to grow everybody together, man. And you included, and us growing with you guys. It's just fun to see everybody that supports the show doing it. Jason Sagmiller, another one right there, just supporting out some good stuff.
Cares about all barbecue. Doesn't matter what organization.
All right. Well, for producer Ty and the co-host of the night, Mr. Joey Smith from Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, I'm Robert Rocha. Thanks for tuning into the show. We'll be back next week. We are back at it, people. We are back on it, on schedule. We'll be back next week with a special guest. I don't know who that is. Ty knows. Don't do that. But we'll let you go right now. Ty, let's close this out, brother.
All right. Hey, y'all have a good night.